Why am I blocked?
Why are you so? I don't know.
Oh, now you want to play stupid, right?
Why would I play?
Now you want to play stupid.
Why would
Now
I
you
play?
want to play.
You try to kill her,
But
man.
she's lying.
She's got that nigga down. Get that bitch guy down.
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Houston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. And the kickoff will be a return. And bulldozing his way through. And the returner is brought down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. And he's got it again. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 30 now. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the back gets the football. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. The Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Noles.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's running out of time here. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Fights off a defender. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Houston.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Seminoles come to the line in a hurry up. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A gain sets up a 3rd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 3 with the catch and score.
And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Ball handed off. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Waste of time. Ready up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
3:25.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good enough for
A new set of downs after that completion.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Got it.
Now it's 2nd down here. And here's the handoff. Fighting them off.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Okay.
3rd down coming up after that running play.
Easy. Lion.
Try and muscle for the first down.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. Florida State offense on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
Second and long now at the 17. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the ball to the ground. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce, that ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
They had got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The big fullback's got it here. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
With the score tied, 14-14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
29 Philly. Tuna. Gorilla.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass not complete. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2.
691. Gas bar.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10.
Get set.
We go with a direct snap. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Johnson. Running back has it on a screen now. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field.
Easy.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First and long now after the penalty. off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Okay, ready?
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline. Out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On the set.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Terrier. Longer.
Back to throw. It's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they'll set up now for the extra point run. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Handoff heading left. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. Tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. The shotgun running play call. And bulldozing his way through. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. To throw, it's Johnson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pitch to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the completion made. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Offense has been the story of this 1st half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. He's past the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Seminoles. No chance to catch it. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Bringing pressure. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. He's got enough for the first down and still going. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat. And looking to throw now on first down. Checks this down to the running back. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Razor. Get set. Go.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's McCord. Touchdown, Houston. Strong game by this quarterback. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? Quick pass, the catch is made. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Hernandez. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, this guy is having a day you just dream about as a quarterback. Another big completion. Now, give the offensive line a lot of credit, the receivers, everybody doing their job, and this quarterback now is over 450 yards on the game.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Got him, he's sacked.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 49, Houston 35.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it to the right side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught in the backfield. It's Hernandez. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. You do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida State 56.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 14 set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Defense is coming after him. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for the wide out. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's that defense shifting again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Offense on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida State 63, Houston 42.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Keeps it in the designed run. Crosses the 30. Nobody can bring him down. Picks up the first down and still going. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. What a show of strength and will.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. More control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Now the important point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
On the double.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. 8. Flip it. Go.
Handoff to the left. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll run this play from the pistol formation.
Here we go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Okay,
And the
ready?
Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the ready.
The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Here we go. Slide 22.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The Seminoles pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the set.
That's an important first down on that running play.
Here we go. Ready.
It's a draw to the back. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the option play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Houston, 49.
Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Number 14. And your Houston Cougars will take over. First and 10.
So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds the receiver wide open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
Get set, get set. Terrier.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a...
They'll take a deep shot here. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.